I want to talk to you about your contribution at our management meetings. And what I'd like us both to get out of this is an understanding of how you feel about attending, and also to have some thoughts about how everyone, you included, can make the most of your time there.
Okay, but what lies behind this?
Oh, no, we'll get on to that in a minute. But first of all, I'd like to know how you feel about attending.
Well, good. I mean, I'm learning lots, especially about the new strategy and the direction the business is going in. I'm really interested by it all, and I'm really pleased to be involved.
Well, I'm glad you find it interesting, and I'm also glad you're learning. So what, for example, are you learning?
Frankly, everything, you know. It's all completely new to me. I'm often surprised by what comes up when we're discussing the issues. You know, I go through the agendas and I crunch the numbers, but because of my purely ops background, I've never had to think like this before.
And do you think you can hold your own?
I'm aware that I haven't spoken up that much in the past few meetings. I have been looking for places when I could, but I begin to second guess myself and end up just saying nothing, and it's really frustrating.
Well, you've actually hit the heart of the matter. This is exactly the issue I wanted to talk to you about, because I've also noticed that you're not speaking up at meetings, and we got you in for your operational expertise. And I want everyone around that table, including you, to see that you own a seat at the table. But if you never speak up, they're not going to treat you as an equal. So, how are you going to contribute to the next meeting and not get frustrated?
I'm not sure.
I can see it's hard for you, but come on. I know that you know.
Well, I guess I could comment on some of the operational issues and potentially some of the cost implications that might come in down the line if we don't pick up on those things. You see, I think there's a problem with the project plan. There are some missing contingencies which could affect the product launch. Now, there are some things we could do to mitigate those risks, but you know, really I'd like to take this away, think about it and prepare what I'm going to say so I get it absolutely right.
I knew that you knew. That was absolutely perfect. Now, if you say to them what you've just said to me, they're going to see that you're a real expert in your field and you bring knowledge to the table. So do you think you can do it?
Yeah, I think I could.
So now we need to think about what you're going to say.
Well, I would like to write it down first.
Yeah, of course. Write it down, think about it, then say it, because you're going to have to say it at the meeting. Don't choose your notes. And I'd be more than happy to practice with you on the night before, if you like, the afternoon before, sometime before.
Okay.
Yeah? So, what's your understanding of what we've agreed?
You would like me to speak up at the meetings more, and I'd like to as well, even though the thought makes me quite nervous. So I'm going to think through what I want to say, I'm going to write it down, and then I'll practice with Jim.
Yeah.
And then I'll practice again with you on the Tuesday.
Yeah.
Could you do, let me have a quick look, I think 10:30, would that work for you?
Yeah, works for me, that's fine.
Okay.
Now, I know it's not going to be easy for you, but I have every confidence that you're going to do a great job. And I look forward to seeing you next Tuesday.